Pat Tillman was born on November 6, 1976, to parents Mary and Patrick Tillman. During Pat's childhood, the Tillmans resided in Alameda, California, a suburb of San Jose. From an early age, Pat and his brothers Kevin and Richard were taught to explore and try new things. This led Pat to discover his talents on the football and baseball field. Pat picked up a baseball at the age of 7 and it instantly became his favorite sport until high school, when he didn't make the varsity team as a freshman. This caused him to focus on football and receiving a Division I football scholarship. As a freshman, the baseball coach told him that he was much too small to play on the varsity team, so Pat began at JV. When Pat told the baseball coach he was going to focus on football, the baseball coach told him that he was again much too small and would never play football in college. Pat went on to become a dominant high school football player as a safety, tailback, and kick returner. He played 62 games and on defense recorded 552 tackles, 23 sacks, and 13 interceptions, while on offense averaging 10.9 yards per carry and rushing for a total of 623 yards and 13 touchdowns. He also averaged 25.7 yards on 27 receptions, 12 of which were touchdowns, and returned 3 kicks for touchdowns. Tillman was awarded the 1994 Central Coast Co-Player of the Year honors and also first-team all-sectional honors on defense. But standing 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing 195 pounds, he was viewed as an undersized football player and was contacted by only 3 Division I colleges: San Jose State University, Brigham Young University, and Arizona State University. Tillman decided on Arizona State and with the school's final football scholarship.
We had an amazing group in '96. Good players became great. Everyone took a step up, including Pat. What was amazing is the biggest win, one of the biggest wins in school history, happened so early in the year.
Sun Devil Stadium, the #1 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers come calling on the Arizona State Sun Devils. 26 consecutive victories and looking to three-peat as national champions.
1 year earlier, the Sun Devils traveled to Tillman, where the Cornhuskers handed them a humiliating 77-28 loss.
And that Nebraska whooping put us on a course to not ever take that again. We knew we were a better football team, and we had a quiet confidence about us.
Any hopes of defeating the two-time defending national champions rested on stopping the run. So Tillman's mission was to neutralize future Pro Bowl running back, Green.
And the option to pitch this time to Green, trying to get outside. Sun Devils played it exactly right. Tillman tossed him out of bounds. And the pitch to Green, he loses it. He's in the end zone. The ball is still loose. It's going to be a safety. And Tillman had his hands on it.
I think there was a genuine feeling for most of the game. Everybody's kind of looking over their shoulder. Oh, it's Nebraska. Oh, they haven't scored yet. Wait till he starts scoring. And he would get in people's faces. He wouldn't let anybody relax.
There's only been 2 shutouts of the #1 team in the last 40 years. Green running into the end zone for Nebraska at the end for a meaningless touchdown.
Tillman had many friends who were extremely popular in high school. However, in the classroom, Tillman was distracted by that much effort. Junior year, Tillman began doing who ironically was the daughter of the baseball coach who had doubted Pat's abilities. Pat would maintain his relationship with Tillman throughout high school and college and eventually married. Tillman's loyalty to those who was a trait that was always evident and would eventually get him in trouble. The week after Pat's 17th birthday, Pat and his friends were hanging out in a local pizzeria, and a group of kids from a rival high school walked in. There were no available seats, so they left. When they left, Pat's friend, Jeff Hechtel, while intoxicated, followed the group outside and began to taunt one of the kids who was on the football team, named Mike Bradford. Bradford proceeded to beat up Pat's friend. Pat Pat was called out to help his friend, and when he came out, the entire pack of kids involved in the scuffle ran down the street. Pat ended up running down a bystander who wasn't involved in the beating, and beat the man until he was equipped with a commission. After Pat was told that the man, named Darian Rosas, hadn't beaten up his friend, he attempted to fix what he had done by giving Rosas his information and helping him with his wounds. Rosas went to the hospital with several teeth missing, a broken jaw, and severe concussion. Tillman was arrested by the police and charged as a juvenile with felony assault. Had he been charged as an adult, Tillman would have received a much worse punishment and may have had his scholarship.
In the 1998 National Football League draft, Tillman was selected as the 222nd pick by the Arizona Cardinals. Tillman moved over to play the safety position in the NFL and started 10 of 16 games in his rookie season. At one point in his NFL career, Tillman turned down a 5-year, $9 million contract offer from the St. Louis Rams out of loyalty to the Cardinals. Sports Illustrated writer Paul Zimmerman named Tillman to his 2000 NFL All-Pro team after Tillman finished with 155 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 9 pass deflections, and 1 reception for 30 yards. Tillman finished his career with a total of 238 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 3 receptions for 36 yards, 3 forced fumbles, 12 pass deflections, and 3 fumble recoveries for 60 yards. In addition, he also had 1 run protection for 4 yards from the
grandfather was a Pearl Harbor, and a lot of my family was giving up, his new song, Fox Wars, and I really haven't done a damn thing as far as laying myself on the line like that, and so I have a great deal of respect for those that have and what the flag stands for.
Pat Tillman, a man who was hailed as one of the most promising football talents to play the game, left everything. His family, his $9 million contract plus $2.6 million signing bonus, and his team to serve the United States Armed Forces in Afghanistan. Even when people asked him questions and wondered why he would leave everything behind, Tillman responded with statements like, "Sports embody many of the qualities I deeply appreciate," he said in 2002. However, these last few years, especially after recent events, I've come to appreciate just how shallow it's no longer. Then came September 11, 2001, a day that would change not only Tillman's life, but the entire United States. 9/11 is remembered by all Americans. Pat Tillman's major deciding factor famously quote, "I have great respect for those who served in the military, and I haven't done a damn thing." After leaving his NFL contract behind in 2002, Tillman and his brother went through basic training with the Army Rangers and were assigned to the 2nd Battalion 75th Ranger Regiment in Fort Lewis, Washington. Tillman served in several tours of duty, time in Iraq as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom, as well as a stay in Afghanistan to serve in Operation Enduring Freedom. On April 22, 2004, Tillman lost his life while on a convoy heading into the mountains of Afghanistan. While on the convoy, one of the vehicles they were protecting was attacked, and it was damaged. The convoy broke up into 2 units, one to protect the soldiers and the other to hunt down the enemy. Tillman's squad was tasked to track down the enemy. As the first records show, Tillman's group was returning to the vehicle when they were fired on by insurgents. While protecting the younger soldier, Tillman received 3 bullets in the head killed him instantly. On May 3, 2004, Tillman was awarded the Silver Star for his bravery and a televised memorial.
In April of 2005, Pat Tillman sent a strongly worded letter to Brigadier General Gary Jones, who was leading the Army's investigation into Pat's death. Another clip from the Tillman story.
I just went through and blew out just about everything they considered to be a fact and explained to them why that is a lie, and concluded by telling them that I have low regard for them. I just wanted to tell somebody off.
However, many questions remain regarding Pat Tillman's death, and the Tillman family wanted answers. The media played a large role in uncovering the answers the military was withholding from the public. Then, by around the end of May, the media uncovered documents that showed Tillman was actually killed by friendly fire, meaning his own soldiers had accidentally shot him. Eventually, after these documents were released, more documents poured in which stated that the military was aware of the friendly fire, performed a memorial service. Then in 2005, the Pentagon reopened Tillman's case to further the investigation. Following the investigation, nearly 2,000 pages of testimony and evidence was discovered proving that Tillman was actually killed by friendly fire. The official records show that when Tillman's group came back to protect the soldiers by the broken vehicle, they were mistaken as the insurgents who were attacking them. 2 years later, it was finally discovered that everyone who was involved in Tillman's death had been aware of the incident. General Stanley McChrystal, who had approved for the shooting the Silver Star honor for Tillman, was aware, along with many Army commanders and even the Bush administration.
The loving God reunites us all. The loved ones who preceded us in death.
The contrast to the memorial service is you get a warning shot to the military. There are people out there sort of speaking in these glittering generalities.
Pat, your family doesn't have to worry anymore. You are home. You are safe. You will not be forgotten.
And then you've got a brother coming up there. Somebody who's going to speak the brutality of that reality for him.
He was always giving gifts. Thanks, Pat.